Greetings, YouTubers. Well, just a little project today. We start over here. You see a piece of wood and a big old truck, and we walk over here and you see a tire kind of sitting up here. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it ghetto style today. If you want to be politically correct, I'm saving some money here. This is my little wheel balancer, and we put a new tire on the Subaru there. Their front ones are pretty much bald, and I got these tires pretty much free. You can find a lot of good tires on Facebook Marketplace also, just a little tip there. And we're putting these on because we got tires on the back that matched up from a couple of weeks ago, and these are the same size. I've measured the outer diameter. Since this is all-wheel drive, that's very important. You got to check your diameter of your tires all the way around. So, we got that done there. The point of the video is I'm putting brakes on here. And I already did the rear. They were in great shape. I did a video, and you can go back to my playlist on Subaru and you'll see what I've done so far. And these pads are actually in very good condition. So that old saying is it's not broke, don't fix it. So we're just going to leave these on. For some reason I thought they were a lot worse. And there's the new one. You can see just about pretty much the same amount of pad on those. So I got the front and rear all free shipping on eBay for like 40 bucks. You go to the parts store, they want $45 to $50 just for repair for the front or rear. So I got a good savings there. So we'll just put these up and save them for later for something else. And we got our clips in here and we're good. Now, as I was getting ready to put this back together, put the caliper back on and the tire, I thought, well, you know, I did take a big screwdriver here. I got behind the caliper when this was on, and I kind of pushed these pistons all the way back in, and they went in fairly nicely, and I've cleaned these up. You can see with the car with 200,000 miles, living in the Northeast in the Rust Belt, it gets, you know, kind of rough sometimes, but these are not, and you know, they're pretty good. They'll be good for a while. So I was getting ready to put all this back together, and I realized, well, this one here, you always check these, and sometimes I just get lazy and forget to check them just because you push this back in with a screwdriver while this is still connected like this, and you think, well, these are all good. Well, sometimes these pins don't go all the way in. So this one here, you can see it's going all the way. It works, it's free, but this one down here is froze up a little bit. It's barely moving, so I'm going to take it out and hopefully get it out without tearing off the boot here and just clean it up and grease it a little bit more. It's turning really hard. This is something you want to do. Don't skip this. Check your pins here. Oh, there we go. Wow, she's pretty dry. And they do have these little rubber seals in here, which is kind of interesting to keep the dirt and stuff out. So we're going to clean this up and put it back in. And also, it's a good idea to check your boot here. Make sure this is not torn. And this is actually in pretty good shape. Well, you can see there's not a drop of grease in that. And this one here, I think I greased this one up earlier. So, I mean, I've put about 30,000 miles on this car since I've been driving it already. I mean, I've been driving the crap out of this thing. It's great on gas. So I want to clean this up. And I guess the whole point of the video is if you're going to change your brakes, change your caliper pins, make sure they're good. They should work just like this. Just barely turn them and move them around. If they do anything harder than that, pull them out, clean them up, grease them, and you'll thank yourself later. Maybe even thank me. I don't know. If I get 10 views on this video. One video, hey, one view. If I get one view and help somebody out, it was worth it to me. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and clean this up. Putting brakes on this is fairly easy. Brake pads, if you need to do that. These are just 14mm bolts that hold this caliper on. And you just slide it off like that and pull them out here like this. And that's all there is to it. And my pins, these clips are in great shape. So we're going to reuse these. And I've already checked the inside one. It's in great shape too. You can see a lot of pad there on it and all that. So alright, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this pin up and we'll put it back on. After some cleaning and sanding, we're good to go. And not all you purists out there are going to be, oh, what kind of grease are you using? I just use anything I can find, you know, heavy grease to get in there. Clean this out really good. And that rubber boot actually slides on the end there, so I push that back down there. So get that in there like that. A little bit of pressure, so you have to kind of take the time out there, and it'll eventually work in. And there we go. All right. There we go. All right. Wonderful. So we'll work this back and forth a little bit. We'll pull it back out, double check it, make sure everything's looking good. Maybe put a little more grease on it, and we should be good to go. There we go. Wonderful. Great. Now I can move it really easy, just like the top. This is what it's all about, man. Saving money, taking your time doing your own maintenance these days. So, alright, so now I'll go ahead and bolt this caliper on, and you guys can look up your own torque specs. Just snug them down, nothing tight. These are 14s. Let me know where you're watching from right now. Alright, so we got it in. We're good. It moves freely, just like the top one. So, yeah, just take a little time and check these so you don't end up with a frozen pin and end up having a hard pedal. These will cause your brake pedal to become hard because it's not moving these calipers here, these pistons out. One of them will kind of come out and it'll start to go sideways, so make sure you check that. I think what we'll do is we'll just do this one on the camera, because I don't remember how, if I clean these up or not, but I always leave one bolt in on the bottom, break it loose, and make sure get them both broke loose, because if you leave one end, this caliper will go flying back, and then you have to put this one back in on the top to keep it in there, keep this one from coming out. And that's wearing pretty good. And you know what I need to do is go ahead and pry this back a little bit. You can see how easy it's going back. But the screwdriver is actually getting on the outside of this here, pushing everything back. Well, that one looks sideways for some reason. I wonder if this one's bad too on this side. Oh, stick it up here for now. So that pin's free. Oh, there we go. See, we've got another one here that's kind of, I can't pull it out. Barely turn it. So yeah, it's a good thing I checked this wheel, this side. So see how easy that one is? That one ain't coming out, so now I'm gonna pull that one out. All right, let's see if we can get this one out. Get my little vice grips on here. Get it just right. Oh gee, what is going on? All right. There we go. I think we got it. Oh, it's dry as a bone too. Look at that. Try not to tear the seal. Yeah, she's dry. All right, let's take it out here and look at it. No grease on that baby, especially out here on the end. Just a tiny little bit there, that's it. So we'll clean this up and put it on. So that's why I like to take my time and check everything before I put everything back together, especially for winter. Alright, she's all cleaned up, and got a little grease on her here. We squirted some grease inside, and I don't think you're going to be able to see that, but you can see it's going in. You guys got to take your time pushing in, because there's a little air pressure that develops behind that pin until you get that air pocket out of there. It keeps coming out like that on its own. So we'll play around with this and get it in there and wrap this video up. Alright, so the top one's okay. The bottom one took me a while to get in there because I had to pull this boot off on the bottom here and make sure that seal did not come out on the back of that pin there. And I don't think you can even see that, but just make sure it's all the way in. Just twist it, take your time, make sure it's even like this one and this. You can take something and measure this here and here, make sure they're both even. But if they turn freely, you're off to a great start. All right, now I think we can finally say adios. Hey everyone, it's a brand new day. I drove it last night for quite some time, and I gotta say the brakes are perfect on it. Man, it just drives straight as an arrow down the road. And these new tires I put on here, they're kind of rough tread. They're ice and snow. They do make a little noise when you slow down between like 10 and 20 miles an hour. But after 20 miles an hour, they're pretty quiet. So got pretty much ice and snow tires all the way around this thing, and the brakes are great. Not bad for a $300 car that I picked up and put a little money into. And she's got a nice looking profile on the front. And if you want to see more videos on this vehicle, I do have some stuff on my playlist if you're interested. These old cars, people are fixing them up because they can't afford new cars. But anyway, here's a quick look at the inside. Man, I tell you what, when they made these Subarus, they really made them to last, especially the interior, and the body on this one is in great shape, just in case you haven't seen any of my videos. But $300 car, man. Can't beat it. It's got really nice interior, no tears. Got this massive sunroof here too, look at that, which I rarely ever use, but maybe once I'm out of school next year or so, I'll take a long trip and take a vacation in it. I don't know, head to the beach or something. But once I'm done with my classes. But anyway, so that's it, guys. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Hope you enjoyed it, and you know, just a little quick video, nothing special. Just if you're a Subaru lover and you want to see how I did my front brakes, and make sure you check those caliper pins, because they will become a problem and they will cause your brake pedal to get kind of hard when you're coming up stopping to a stop sign or something. So just some tips there to pass along. Until my next video, guys, I'll see you later.